Do you get frustrated when your twin flame ghosts you? Do you get upset because there's no 3D communication? We all kind of get a little bit pissed off when we're not in contact, but we have to remember we're always in contact on the 5D. So when we connect in silence, this can actually make us feel a lot more trusting and a lot more calm about the outcome of our situation. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. On the twin flame journey, one of the biggest things that we have to, I suppose, deal with is lack of 3D communication. This can be so fucking frustrating. It can really, really fucking trigger us. It can really make us emotional. But this is the thing with separation. Separation is preparation. So we have to remember, if we're triggered, that is a sign that we have something that we need to heal. And that's our stuff to own. You know, and we can't take that out on our twin because it's not his fault that we're triggered. This is the thing with our emotions, our triggers, our wounds. If we're getting angry, if we're getting frustrated, this is because there's something within us that still needs to be healed. Like, no one can hurt you if you don't allow it. What I mean by that is something external can only hurt you based on your level of wounding. But the more you heal, the more that wound goes away. But one thing I have found with this twin flame experience is when we go into silence, this is a great way to connect telepathically with your twin. And I've done this so many times, I forget this as well. You know, I could be in complete trigger mode and I obviously that's great, or, you know, I have stuff to heal, it's purging. But I get so doubtful. I get so frustrated. I just get so angry and I'm like, is this even real? Am I crazy? Like, am I fucking crazy? Like, you know, and we always get these doubts when we're in this trigger energy and in this emotional energy. But we have to kind of, when I start to connect with him in silence, I kind of feel that calm again. And like, you know what, oftentimes when I'm emotional or going through a healing, I will distract. I'll watch myself some cartoons or rom-coms just to kind of get through the energy, to kind of numb myself a little bit. And then all of a sudden I remember and I'll pause the computer and I'll just stay in silence for a few minutes. And I could be bawling because of something on the movie I'm watching connected to my twin. And then when I go into silence, everything just calms. Everything gets better. And like for the last couple of months especially, I've been going through a lot of healing and I've been forgetting this part. I've been forgetting to connect with my twin on the 5D. And I know this is all part of the process. We have to go through this. It's that disconnection is there for a reason. That disconnection is there for us to trust. But the power of silence for healing in general is beautiful. But the power of silence to connect with your twin flame telepathically, it's so reassuring. Because I went from a couple of months of literally anger, frustration and doubt, forgetting to connect on the 5D, or, you know, not allowed to connect on the 5D, to now kind of going more into silence and more into reassurance, if you get me. And that's the thing, it's beautiful. Like, and like, you know, a lot of the times when we're not, when we like, this is the thing, we keep, because of us not connecting in silence or on the 5D, we see everything as a 3D relationship. So we get really angry towards our twin. And oftentimes twin flames will actually physically or, you know, in the 3D get angry with their twin. And this will make them run even further. And I've never done this. I've gotten angry with my twin on the 5D, which is funny because anything I've actually gotten frustrated with on the 5D, he's actually fixed or, you know, responded with in the 3D. It's like he hears me. And that's another thing. Like, you know, I up until last weekend, I was still kind of going through these bouts of doubts. So, you know, I genuinely was. I was back and forth. I was like, is this, isn't this, what's going on? Da, 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 da. And then Sunday night, I had a really powerful 5D moment with my twin. And I said out loud, I said, Jesus, if he doesn't contact me after that, like, he never fucking will. He actually texted me the next day. So that was like, mind blowing. And that's like, you know, and since then now, it's gone quiet again. But like literally I've gone more into silence. Like a lot of the time I've been distracted and I've been trying to get through it, and I've been really doubtful. And over the last few days, I've just gone straight into silence, and that has made me heal my triggers quicker this time. You know, because initially I was like, fuck's sake, I'm being ghosted again, energy. And then I just went into silence and I started to heal my trigger, because this is it. Your trigger is your wound. This is the most important thing to remember. You know, we're getting angry externally. You're only fucking triggered based on your level of wounding. And that's it. And like, you know, the morning after I was triggered again, and I sat with it in silence, connected with it in silence, connected with my twin in silence telepathically, and the triggers went away. And ever since then, I'm on a fucking high. And I'm more in silence with him, and we're connecting more on the 5D over the last few days than we have been over the last couple of months. And I just feel absolutely fucking fantastic. I really do. You know, I feel better than I have felt in a long time, because I'm trusting again and I'm feeling it again. I've healed my wounds, my triggers. I've owned that shit. And now they're gone, because I kind of go, I know now. And it's like, that's the whole objective of being away from your twin, is to heal and understand what you need to do. And this is what it's all about. It's not just about them doing their thing or doing their healing. You have to do your healing as well. And this is why silence is so important. Like, you know, I can get over a trigger quicker in silence, because I talk with him in silence. I talk with him on the 5D, and I get over it quicker because I understand it quicker. Whereas if I keep distracting myself with noise, I just get more angry. I just get more frustrated. I just get more doubtful. And that's it. Like, you know, all those doubts creep in because I'm not giving myself that the peace, that space even, to listen to why I'm being triggered, and to listen to why he's being triggered. Because obviously if I'm being triggered, he's being triggered. There's obviously that mirror connection. So therefore, you know, I have to understand, why are we going through this time? You know, what is it this time? And it's so much, it's just so much lighter. I just love it. My heart feels so bursting open, because I've been more in silence over the last few days, and I've been connecting with him on the 5D. So this is what is so important. You know, we have to trust in the 5D. Stop listening to the 3D, because like we keep going back to that. But what if this happens? But what if he does this again? But you know, all this kind of 3D fear-based energy comes in, you know, and we forget how spiritual the connection really is. And this is the whole objective of coming into that illumination stage, is that sense of fucking calm, that sense of knowing. And, you know, I needed that 3D connection on Monday to understand, or to alleviate some of those fears, and to re-trigger me into the final kind of purge, in a sense. And I just feel so good right now. I just feel really good. I don't need him to text me right now, because I know I can feel him and hear him on the 5D. And you know, more so than I ever have throughout our connection. Like, before we met, we connected a lot telepathically. But since I've met him in the physical, all of that 3D shit came in. All of it. And then those triggers started coming in, and all those emotions, and all that healing, and all that purging, and all that frustration. So I disconnected more from him in the 3D, or in the 5D, since we met physically, because of my fears, my doubts, and my wounding. And now that I'm healing through all of that, I've reconnected with him in the 5D more than I ever have. And it's just a sense of absolute peace. You know, I know he'll be in contact again. Whereas, you know, in our last separation, I was like, what if he's never in contact again? What if I never see him again? What if I'm wrong? What if I'm crazy? What if? All the doubts, all the fears. And now I'm just like, I know. I just fucking know this is inevitable. And that's strengthened by me connecting with him telepathically. Big time. I can feel it. My soul dances when I connect with him in silence. So if you're feeling those triggers, if you're feeling overly frustrated, understand obviously that's stuff that you need to work on. You need to find that core wound. You need to heal that yourself. But a great way to do that is to go into silence and talk to him. Talk to him or her in silence. Talk to them as if they're in the room. You know, speak your frustrations to them. And they'll tell you, you know, they'll help you get through it. And I love that part. Like, you know, as I said, like, I've never verbally gotten angry with my twin in the 3D. But Jesus, I've shouted at him in the 5D. And I know he's heard it because he's come back with, you know, resolutions and stuff. So understand that power, the power of the spiritual side of the connection, you know, and that will help both of you get through the triggers quicker. You know, it really does. I can just feel, I can feel that love bursting through me as I speak this. You know, it's just that connection that we keep neglecting to remember how powerful we are on a soul level. That stuff is magical. That stuff is otherworldly. That stuff is beautiful. So connecting in dreams, connecting through telepathy, connecting in silence. This will help reassure you of your truth and where this connection is going. And you just know. You just know. That sense of calm comes in. That sense of peace comes in. That sense of knowing comes in. So trust that. Go into silence. Connect with him on the 5D when you're out of communication on the 3D. And I promise you, this will help you overcome your triggers a lot quicker. It will help you realize where all your emotions are coming from. And it will help you see that you don't really need 5D connection right now because you're always, always connected through telepathy and in the 5D. Your souls are always together. Your souls are always working together in the astral plane. You're always connecting on that spiritual level. So believe that. That stuff is fucking powerful. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I'd love nothing more than to help you on your path.